speakers this morning. Our first speaker is Kalli Smith. She's working on the leadership development track, and her first speech is her Icebreaker. Welcome back to the club. Kalli shares her new goals for being part of Toastmasters since she initially joined in April 2016. Please help me welcome Kalli to the lectern for her Icebreaker.
Things have changed. When I first joined Toastmasters about 3 years ago, one of my initial goals for joining was to become more assertive. I was having some trouble with coworkers really expressing myself, and truth be told, I have been having that problem my whole life. But when you get into the corporate world, you really see the negative impact of that more clearly to your professional growth. And that was my impetus for joining. But I'm here today to tell you that joining Toastmasters does not make you more assertive. It has given me a lot of things. I've become more confident, more poised, more prepared. Thank God I'm not reading off of something today. That was my first 9 speeches I was reading, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're all at different levels. So I'm pretty happy right now about the fact that I just have a little cheat sheet over here, but that I can actually look in your eyes today. That makes me really excited. But that is not assertiveness. Because if we look at what I was really aiming for, what I really was looking for to get out of Toastmasters was intimacy. I know a lot of people, when we say the word intimacy today, our minds always go to romantic relationships. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ability to authentically connect with another human being and share your true self, even at risk of rejection. And when you can work that out, assertiveness is something that will come from that, because that's one of the same qualities, that ability to state your needs clearly, get something across. And in the corporate world, assuming they're not a jerk, they're gonna understand and work with you on that. I realized that in my Toastmasters journey, what appealed to me about Toastmasters was the wall that I had up between you guys and me. I've enjoyed presenting and acting from a very young age. And I loved the fact that I could come in here, and I'm not necessarily saying I've done this, I think that's something I want to get to, but I love the fact that in this room, you really can talk about whatever you want, as long as it's done tactfully and in good taste. For those who are new or guests today, we can get kind of controversial, kind of political sometimes, and the reason why we're able to do that is because we understand that we're not sitting here evaluating content, we're evaluating the effectiveness of the delivery of that content, we're evaluating a presentation, we're not evaluating a person or their personal opinions. And our personal lives, our personal stories, including political affiliation, whatever it is, if that comes up, that's just an example. Those create great stories to tell. So I love the fact that this really is a safe space. However, I was using that as an excuse to hide so that I didn't really have to go there with you. I didn't really have to share my true self with you all. And it was the same for me with acting. With acting, I loved playing characters with just the whole range of human emotion, from intense anger to sadness to even joy, because I did not feel comfortable expressing those emotions in real life. Toastmasters makes good speakers. What makes a great speaker is the ability to share intimately with the audience, for them to feel what you're feeling. Whether they agree or not, they see you as another human being. I think that about 3 years ago when I joined, I was here, and I hope today I'm here, and that by the end of my journey with you all, I'm down here. So what does this mean? Going down. Aren't we supposed to be going up? No, I want to go into deep depths with all of you. And you all will be the judge of if I have succeeded in that, because we'll all be able to feel that palpable impact in the room. Thank you for letting me share what my new goals are for rejoining Toastmasters.